Oh, David, look at the time. I believe it's
The Chainsaw Minute.
I'm David, and this is your dose of Chainsaw Man. You can join us every Friday where we see what masterpiece Fujimoto put out.
I'm Jordan, and if you're looking for regular Shonen Flop goodness, you can find our next episode to hear our first thoughts on Ichigaki's Under Control. Oh boy, that
God, what a fucking piece of shit.
What a good manga. This Monday you can hear that.
No, don't lie to the people.
They'll hear. They'll know.
Yeah, they'll know. Oh, man. And these recordings are open to everyone. So listen in and chat along with us on the Shonen Flop Discord every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time when there's a new chapter. Find a link to it in the show notes or on our site.
Except when it's 4:30 on Wednesday like it is today.
Yeah, well, do you want to tell the audience why we didn't record at our usual time yesterday? It was no fault of yours. It was just very strange circumstances.
Yeah, okay, let's get into the devils of the week. My devil is actually not related to why we recorded, but it will lead into why. My devil is the sunburn devil. I was at the beach, David. I got burned real bad on my arms, right on my shoulders. This shit, it sucks. Had a great time at the beach. However, when we tried to record yesterday, there was like a wedding party right outside my fucking hotel, and they were making so much noise that it was like, no, we can't do this. It will immediately get caught by the mic. Like you'd be recording and you just hear all this shitty country music.
I also have to say, Jordan, if you ever want the best sunscreen on the planet, is Infelios Melts in Milk. Literally, you don't even get tanned. It is the best sunscreen to ever exist.
I'll keep that in mind.
But there is a downside. Pretty expensive. And because of that, it makes you sound like a huge asshole because you don't really want to share it with people because of how expensive it is. Because you're like, listen, dude, I would love to share this sunscreen, but this bottle of sunscreen was like $35.
I think the issue was just that I just happened to miss my shoulders. So I'm not really worried about it.
Big shoulders.
Yay, big muscle shoulders. What about you, David? What's your devil this week?
My devil this week is the AC devil. It turns out my AC unit in my new apartment doesn't seem to work right. I just talked to building management. They're going to see if we can get it fixed, but it's super annoying. I have a smart thermostat that was like, hey, we've been trying to make your apartment cold for the last 4 hours. Your temperature's not changing. Your AC unit is not working right. So we're like, fuck, it's 90 degrees outside.
Great. Oh, I'm so sorry, man.
Enough about that though, Jordan. The plot summary for
Chapter 135, Sentimental Drive!
All right, lay it on, big guy.
So this is
the story of a girl.
Okay. The news recaps the press conference from last chapter, but Asa can immediately tell that this guy's a fake Chainsaw Man. The real Chainsaw Man is rude and stupid, and it's not like she likes him or anything, Baka. Yoru sees through Asa's tsundere bullshit as she begins having flashbacks to the times that Chainsaw Man saved her life. When Yoru tells her to stop having fucking flashbacks, Asa then writes a love poem in her head called Sentimental Drive, all about the time that Asa rode on Chainsaw Man's bike with him and how much she secretly really liked that. Despite this shit, Yoru's pretty happy in all things considered because the falling devil caused gravity to reverse and it caused damage just all over the world and it made countries poorer, which, as Yoru says, leads to war. And, you know, she got a point. That is how shit be happening. However, the fact that Asa is falling in love with her sworn enemy leads to a screaming match that only ends when they just kind of notice that Bammy suddenly appeared in their kitchen as trying to eat their food. Popcorn David.
She's kind of like Brad Pitt, where she's just always eating when on set.
Yeah.
But Fami asks to eat their food while she explains that both of them can have what they want. Fami points out that the red Chainsaw Man isn't the one that Yoru wants to kill, but the black Chainsaw Man, aka powered up Cheetah. Fami says the church wants to make the public forget about Chainsaw Man, reducing his powers so he can live a normal life, and implores Asa to join them. Asa is hesitant to trust Fami, but Fami says not to trust her but the church's followers. Flash forward a bit, and Asa is standing over the carcass of the carpenter bee devil. She has become a famous devil hunter, and people are beginning to question if maybe Chainsaw Man's kills were actually hers. Meanwhile, Dennis just sees her on TV, still waiting for that phone call.
Yeah.
God, that phone call may have been the greatest moment of Chainsaw Man ever.
Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. Holy shit. Hey, why was this week's chapter a 10 out of 10? Oh, I loved this chapter.
God, I can't wait for Asa to just piece it together how Denji is Chainsaw Man. I
Yeah.
feel like it's Fujimoto, so I bet she'll be like taking a dump and it'll all piece together.
Yeah. Oh man. The fucking flashbacks. The poetry moment where Asa just like creates a love poem in her mind about Chainsaw Man completely unwillingly. That's one of my favorite moments of part 2. Like, I fucking love that.
Oh yeah, I love the diegetic flashback where she flashes and then Yoru's like, stop having flashbacks.
Yeah, and it makes sense because Yoru's in her mind. And she's like, fucking
Yeah.
stop falling in love with Chainsaw Man. Stop.
Baka.
You baka. The first time I read this, I got confused because I thought that the black and red Chainsaw Man, like the black one was the fake Chainsaw Man and the red one was Denji. And I was like, well, that's kind of not, I don't know how I feel about that. But on a reread, it's like, no, the picture clearly shows Pochita. Like,
yeah. I still love how he uses colors in a black and white medium.
It's so good.
Fujimoto actually knows what he's doing. I genuinely think he did that to fuck with people.
Yeah, no, it's so fucking good. It's not gonna be as funny in the anime.
Right?
It can't be. Oh, that's really good. It was really funny. It's like, oh, duh, you want the red Chainsaw Man, not the black one in this black and white medium.
I can't wait for blue Chainsaw Man.
Oh, well, maybe that's the color of the fake Chainsaw Man.
I also have to say the art seemed a lot more polished than last week's, where I feel like he had a lot more consistent line work, and this feels like a chapter that took him 2 weeks to make.
Yeah, that's fair. That splash page of Asa standing over the Carpenter Bee Devil's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, there is a pretty notable art error where he forgot to draw the scars on Yoru, so I wonder if that'll get fixed.
Where?
I forget which page, but it's when they're yelling at each other. You'll see that it's Yoru yelling at Asa, but neither of them have a scar. But Yoru still has her eyes, so it's definitely her.
Oh, weird. I mean, it happens to the best of us, David. But yeah, it continues to be funny to see the War Devil get really angry at Asa's like teenage fantasies and shit.
By the way, in that poem, since she talked about being frozen, I genuinely wonder if that'll happen where they encounter like that ice devil and like she's defeated by the ice devil by being frozen, and that's when Chainsaw Man comes to save the day.
Oh god.
There's a lot of people who use chainsaws to cut ice.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually that would be really cool.
He just makes an ice sculpture for her. Aw, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
But also, like, that would imply that Denji has some kind of artistic talent, which I don't think he does. I love Fami in this chapter. She's so great. She just shows up there like, why are you here? Why are you here? And she's just like, can I eat this? Can I eat this?
Yeah, and she's like, you just eat straight bread? What the fuck is wrong with you?
She's like, you really gonna eat that plain?
Yep.
Can I look in your fridge? And then I was like, hey, leave my fucking fridge open. It's great. Nah. I also love that this is a return to and a confirmation that the Four Horsemen are just basically face blind. That was a big thing in part 1 where Makima had no idea. Makima was like unable to tell Denji apart from other people. It was entirely by sense of smell.
Yeah, I also want to say there was a cute translation moment, which I would be curious if it's in the original, but they talk about the aquarium and how Fami organized the aquarium incident, and then Asa calls her fishy. And I wonder if that was the translator having fun, or if there's an equivalent joke in Japanese.
Oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
Ever since that piss joke from Takeki
Takeki.
Ryusei, I'm really got an eye out for that kind of stuff now.
You really think that you can piss on me without pissing me the hell off? Brilliance. Oh, man. You got anything else to say about this, David?
No, but I do want to say, Jordan, thank you for all of your hard work in the show.
Oh, thank you, David, for all the hard work and love that you pour into this show and these little segments.
And I want to say you can find us on Twitter at Shonen Flopcast and our website, shonenflop.com. We're also on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, or wherever else you get your podcast. And props to Shannon for the awesome cover art. Find her online at illuminyatea. And as a reminder, Join Us recording every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time when we don't have a fucking wedding interrupting Jordan's ability to record a podcast.
God.
Or when there's a chapter. You can find a link to the Discord in our show notes or on our site. And stay tuned for Monday as we give our first thoughts on Ichigoki's Under Control.
First thought, it's terrible.
Second thought, it's awful. Third thought, it's atrocious.
Fourth thought, David, I got bad news.
What is it?
I'm looking at the time. Chainsaw Minute, I believe, has ended.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.